I am catching up to the world of social media, and I saw a friend last evening do a vlog post. I suppose that's what you call it. At any rate, I realized this is such an effective way to communicate with people, to tell your story through video. And so I've decided that I'm going to take on vlogging, and some of my staff are going to help me create amazing stories to tell you about the work of mobile meals. We're going to talk about senior nutrition. We're going to talk about senior hunger. We're going to talk about the importance of allowing our seniors in our community to maintain their independence and what that does for our community as a whole. We're going to talk about the other variety of different work that we do here at Mobile Meals. We are going to have great discussion. However, my first blog is going to be about something a little different because I saw a friend do this and I thought, you know, I'm going to tell you why I love being an Akron Rotarian. So when I first moved to this community as the CEO of Mobile Meals, I decided that it would be beneficial if I joined a service club. Now let me be really honest with you. CEOs of nonprofits join service clubs because we recognize the importance and the value of being connected with other community leaders. We recognize that it's important for us to be able to tell our story to influencers in our community, to leaders in our community. And that's certainly why I decided that becoming a Rotarian would be important. I remember walking into my first Rotary meeting and being very impressed by the caliber of people that were surrounding me. There were people from all varieties of different businesses. They were warm and greeted every person that came into the room with an incredible smile, a compassionate handshake, and just this great opportunity for people to engage. But still, the reason that I was in Rotary was to benefit my agency. I decided that first summer that my children and I would go out to the Akron Rotary Camp. Akron Rotary Camp is in Portage Lakes, and it's a camp for adults and children with special needs, with disabilities. So the kids and I went out for dinner one night. And I remember watching my kids, who, by the way, have only ever known me to be in social service work. I remember watching them around these adults, the adults that were campers, and who all had somewhat pretty significant needs. I remember watching my kids embrace them and open up their hearts with just this amazing amount of compassion and care for a group of people that perhaps they had never really been around. And I thought to myself, they've found their niche. They've found the place that they love to volunteer. They've found the place that has meaning and passion for them. I was so moved by watching my children interact that I thought, this Rotary has a purpose. It has a mission, and I would be privileged if I could be a part of that mission and be a part of that vision and be a part of what the work that they were doing. And so my perspective of Rotary became very different on that night. It no longer became about Mobile Meals or Lorie Travaglino. It became much more about how could I participate in community philanthropy, community volunteerism, and potentially make a difference in the lives of people that were around me. And how could I teach my children to do the same thing? It's been a privilege. It's not the only reason I'm a Rotarian, though, and it's not the only reason I love being a Rotarian. When I think about the variety of service projects that we do, from reading to kids at schools, to passing out dictionaries, to volunteering for after-school programs, and ringing the bell for organizations like the Salvation Army, I am absolutely amazed at the multiplicity of work that Rotarians do. I'm so moved by programs across the world, really, that are have amazing results, and they're because Rotarians say we can make a difference, we can work together. For instance, there's a shoebox project that Rotarians bring in small items, small gifts to give out to kids in India that perhaps would never experience some of the school items that they need to be productive citizens. Or the fact that we are ending diseases like polio because we're raising money and awareness and research, that's remarkable. It's remarkable that my little niche of Akron, Ohio, comes together with people from across the world to make a difference in the communities that we each live. That's why I love being an Akron Rotarian. But I have to tell you, recently I've learned that being an Akron Rotarian isn't just about a project. It isn't even about the four-way test. It's not about the benefit that it brings to mobile meals, and there is benefit for mobile meals. It's really about the individuals that make up a Rotary Club. When I think about the authenticity, when I think about how genuine every single Rotarian is in my club, I am absolutely moved. And not only are we genuine, and not only are people caring about the projects that they're taking on, but there's a genuine concern and a genuine care for one another. Rotarians care about people's personal lives. They care about their fellow Rotarians' professional lives. They support each other when they're going through difficult times. They support each other when they're celebrating and having high moments. It is a privilege for me to be a part of the Akron Rotary Club. It's a privilege for me to be a Rotarian. I'm so glad I made that decision that day when I first came to Mobile Meals. I'm so glad that Rotary accepted me as a Rotarian. And it's my goal to continue to do what I can do so that others have the experience of saying, this is why I love being an Akron Rotarian.